handing out, did you already hand it out? You're going to be handing out a piece of paper that he doesn't want you to turn over until he instructs you to do so. So I am pleased to introduce, giving his icebreaker speech entitled Being an Alien, Dominic Leong. Being an Alien, Dominic Leong.
You must be wondering, what do I mean by being an alien? Well, I guess you have to listen to my whole story then. Does anyone know where Malaysia is? Thank you. If you look at the handout that I just printed out for you, this is where originally I'm from. It's located in the Southeast Asia, where the population is about 25 million people. And it's back in the 18th to 19th centuries, is part of the British colonial, and we got our independence in 1957. Now, just to give you an idea, the size of West Malaysia is the size shaped like a Florida state. One of the famous films being made in Malaysia was The Entrapment by Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Now, as much as I love my own country, decided to move to England in '96 and continue my educations. And this is when my first journey to be certified as an alien began. This journey actually enticed me, my first experience stepping away from my comfort zone. Now, still fresh in my memory is, I remember my first week in my school dormitory, one of the students came to me and asked me, where am I from? And I courteously said, I'm from Malaysia. And guess what would be the next question from him? He asked me, oh, you're from Malaysia. Do you live on top of the tree? And I said, no, we live just like you do, with a ceiling, with a bedroom, and with a bathroom. So I stepped back and asked, do I really speak differently or because of my Malaysian accent? Oh well, and then I realized that probably this is the first sign of me being labeled as an alien. Now, being said this, being a Chinese Malaysian, we were being brought up as multilingual. Now, personally, I speak 3 different languages, and on top, additionally, I speak 3 different dialects. Now, this made me have a strong accent. Now, this experience, the first experience, did not hinder me from graduating my school and continuing my life. Then I move on with my second chapter of my life, or I call it a grown-up life. Can you guess where will be my next chapter? How about Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, living with a Southern hospitality? Still remember my first touchdown on Hilton Head Island Airport on Highway 278. The first experience was, wow, feel like I'm back into the dark ages. And once again, it's not easy to be an alien in a foreign country, especially we have to deal with the visa requirement in order for us to be staying here legally. Now, and of course, the process is extremely time-consuming and expensive. By that mean lots of time and money. Now you know why you should be lucky that you're American, that you don't have to go through the process like we do. Now, being said that, I still consider to be fortunate because in Hilton Head, this is where I met my wife, Masako, and she's Japanese, but she lived half of her life in the United States. We have 2 beautiful children. My son is Kenichiro Leong, which is 6 years old. My daughter is 2 years old, Yumi. Now, being said that, my wife is Japanese, and I am a pure 100% Chinese Malaysian. No gimmicks, no mix and match, just pure 100%. Now, can you guess what will be my son and my daughter's first language is? How about Spanish? Oh, by the way, both of them actually born in America, Hilton Head, or should I call American, and they're not an alien. Now, I truly hope, as a resident, I mean legal resident in the United States, that reside in America, we should not be addressed as an alien. How about a resident? Sounds much better. Now, if you look on the second handout, on the second page, where the I-9 form showing, we always being asked the alien registration number And I still struggle why we should be considered as an alien while we're just a normal human being living in the United States trying to make a living. Now, personally, I hope all the legal form will not ask the alien registration number. Maybe we might have an accent, just like me, but I'm proud of it. Now, if you want to hear more of my accent, please stop by at Pina Gelato.